Hey, what's up, Straw Hat Crew? I've got an updated smoker deck profile here, and I just want to let you guys know I'm no professional. I'm not the best player, but I really do enjoy this game, and I'm having a lot of fun learning and becoming a lot better at it. So these are my updates, and if you guys have any, tweaks that you yourself think might be better, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, I hope you enjoy, and I hope it helps anybody that's interested in playing the smoker deck. Thanks again, guys. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I got an updated deck profile here for the smoker that I've been working on. I've been struggling a lot against the Zoro matchup, so I've been trying to kind of work around the, I don't know, I would say counts and costs of certain cards just so that I can pair well against this matchup. And so far, this is what my final product has been. And I'm going to show it off and give you an idea of what we have and why I do it. But of course, 4-drop Kuzan, gotta run 4 of them. Card is amazing. Draw a card, bring stuff down to use Kobe, Sakazuki, Garp. Doesn't matter. This card's amazing. It also combos well with 5-drop Smoker. It's one of the best cards you can have. Also, this deck lacks draw power, so this is kind of your draw engine. Then you've got Kobe, of course, got to run 4 of it. It helps take out a lot of those pesky blockers, but also a lot of cards that, you just don't want to have your opponent be able to use next turn. And then into Sakazuki. Now, I did do something interesting here. I went down to 3 Sakazuki. 4 is what I would normally always recommend, but against Zoro, this card isn't. It's just not incredible. It's a lot of Dawn and you're trashing a resource just to blow up something that's probably 1 or 2 cost. It's great, but I've went down to 3 because it still feels good against other matchups, but it feels better just having 1 more of something that has counter or maybe 1 more event card. I actually ended up discarding one of these to add another Meteor Volcano. So the Meteor Volcano has been incredible against that matchup. I undervalued it at first, but now it is pretty dang good. I've decided to go with the 3-drop Smoker over the Isuka. I just felt as though Isuka was dying too easily, too quickly, and I had to burn too many resources to try and protect it. This card, I don't mind if it dies, but I'm also getting huge value out of it from my opponent having 1-drop cards on the field, and it just combos well with a lot of the, your leader ability, but also a lot of the minus cost cards in this deck. And then you've got Sengoku. Sengoku 2k counter. I don't really play it that much, but occasionally, if I have it on turn 1 and I'm going second, I will play it. Just kind of depends on the matchup I'm up against. But not bad, honestly. Not a bad card. It's really good against green on that first play, because if they put down Okiku and you have Meteor Volcano in hand, gone. Dead. And I love that. Also, the 2k counter is just invaluable. Suru as well, 2k counter. Also one of those cards that helps you bring down your opponent's cost, get them into range to where they can be Kobe'd, Sakazuki, Meteor Volcano, all that good stuff. And just super useful playing against like 8-drop Odin and Whitebeard and a lot of stuff like that. Borsalino, I don't even have to say anything. This card's insane. It is the only blocker in this deck, but it is the only blocker you need. It is so good. It's absolutely incredible. It's almost impossible for your opponent to get rid of it without wasting a ton of resources, depending on what they have on the field, but you just get way too much value out of it. So gotta run 4 of it. 4 of Monkey D. Garp, beautiful card against red, destroys everything. You just get so much value. Also the 2k counter, incredible, and I couldn't imagine ever running less than 4 of these. It's just that good. Now, here's an interesting call. I've went to 2 10-drop Kuzans. The Kuzan is realistically, in my opinion, only good in certain matchups. It's good in the mirror matchup. It's good against green. It's not bad against blue, but realistically, you don't need it. against blue. And yeah, I've decided to go with 2 here. I thought that 3 was the perfect fit, but every time I seem to be discarding a lot of these, and I think that 2 is the sweet spot that I was looking for. 3 of the 5-drop smoker, I can't explain how good this card is. I'm actually upset that I didn't have it in my previous deck profile, but I was really basing that off of trying to solely play around red, and it still wasn't working. But this deck has seemed to do better. I still lose, I would say, a majority of the time against Zoro if it's a good player, because they are just, they flood the board too easily, and it's really tough to deal with. But this is the card that might allow you to get within lethal range of playing against those red players, or playing against those decks that are going to have tons and tons of cards flooding the field. This helps you. You know, using this with leader ability and everything, it's also really, really hard to get rid of, so they have to spend a lot of resources or a lot of Dawn just to try and get Smoker off the field. Love the card. TCG is a card that I've actually started playing on the field every now and then. It's situational, mostly used for a 2K counter, but pretty dang good on the field. Honestly, can't complain. Love it. I love it. The stat line's also pretty good. Yeah, it's just a good card. It's a great card. Now, I've ran 4 of the Meteor Volcanoes now, and the reason why is because I undervalued how good the trigger is. You know, this deck lacks draw power, and the trigger allows you to draw 2 cards and then trash 1 from your hand. So let's say you have 2 5-drop smokers, you only need 1, you trash 1. You know, you end up having 2 Sakazukis being flooding your hand, you trash 1. You got 3 4-drop Kuzans. Sometimes you're just going to trash 1. You have another Greater Explosion in hand. You can just trash it and then get that 2K counter that you needed from the draw. You could potentially pick up the 10-drop Kuzan, pick up the 5-drop Smoker. All kinds of scenarios that this has just been so useful. Simultaneously, just using it for the main effect of it, just KOing, you know, something with a cost of 1 or less is amazing. 4-drop Kuzan brings 5 costs down to 1. KO with Meteor Volcano. Putting down leader ability, you can KO a 2-cost. Boom, gone. Like Killer Blocker in green, gone. Right? All of the 1-drops in red, gone. Absolutely incredible. And then 4 impact waves must run. Probably the best 2-cost counter card in the game at the moment. It is nuts. This card is absolutely nuts. A lot of people play around it now, but you can still, just saving 2 Dawn in a turn can totally bait your opponent into believing that you have it, even if you don't. And it's such an annoying card to play around. Yeah. And then we have Greater Eruption. I am not the hugest fan of the trigger. It's super situational. You can use it, but personally, I'll just keep the card as either draw power and -2 on something, or just having as a card that I could potentially trash from hand. I run 2 of it just because, yet again, this deck does lack draw power, but it helps. This card helps. It's very nice in certain situations. So sometimes I wish that I had 3 of them, but I think 2 is a sweet spot that works out the best for me. But I'm just gonna hop right into a match, and let's see what we get matched up against. Okay, we're just gonna pass. We're just gonna pass. We're not gonna play Sengoku. I kind of want to have it for I want to have it for the 2K counter. I can't believe trying to record a video. This guy's like, okay, yeah. All right, wow, he's just gonna go. Oh, that's such a shame. The impact wave would have been so nice out of life if he had something else. It doesn't feel great to get impact wave first, but you know, it is what it is. But I will put down 4-drop Kuzan here. He's at 5. He could use leader ability and I will counter out with 3 cost Smoker, just because I'm going to have the 5 cost. Yep, so he got 5 costs down first, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yep, I'm going to swing 6 at life here. See if he takes or counters. And I do have options. I could use Kuzan, but I really don't want to. I'm just going to put down 5 cost and end turn. Yeah, sure, he could swing and then swing again. If he swings with leader first just for 5, I'll probably, yep, oh, 6. I'm still going to counter out with Sengoku, and then he will swing with Smoker, maybe, but it would be probably not so smart of him to do so. Let's see if he does. I was hoping he would give me the free. Hope he would give me the free. Now we're gonna have 10 drop Kuzan on next turn. So what I'm thinking here is we just go for some big life swings. And I'm gonna do 7 at life. Yep, he'll take that. And I will do 7 at life again. Actually, I don't have a lot of counter in hand. So let's actually just do this. Well, I did just pick up the Monkey D. Garp. Because I am going to use Impact Wave next turn, but then he will be taking out Smoker. That's the problem, is I kind of want to keep this alive. I'm just going to end turn. I'm going to end turn here. I could give him the option of swinging, but at the same time, yeah, it would count as a blocker. I've got 4 life. I'm not super worried about, you know, taking some damage here. The only thing that would be maybe a little bit annoying is if he drops down another Sakazuki to get rid of my Kuzan. That would be a bit unfortunate. But not that bad. Not that bad. I just want to try and get 10 drop Kuzan down on the board and work towards swinging with Kuzan next turn, 10 drop kills Sakazuki, and yeah, oh, interesting. He's going to go pretty heavy. So it looks like he's got Kobe here, which means he'll have 3 Dawn afterwards, after using Kobe, and he trashes a card. What would he use with 3 Dawns? Really interesting. I'll take the life. I'll take the life on the first swing. I'm assuming that maybe he uses 1 Dawn on either Sakazuki or Smoker to swing for another 8, and then I'll use Impact Wave. But, he is going to use the Sakazuki. Okay. He baited me with that -1 cost. I mean, either way, it's just a little unfortunate. I would have liked to keep Kuzan on the board, because now putting down 10 drop Kuzan next turn isn't going to feel as good, but it will feel great the turn after. Alright, so I am going to unfortunately have to swing with Smoker now this turn. Let's see. I would imagine he would go with at least one of these two. I would imagine he'd go with Sakazuki, swing, potentially Smoker as well. But it's actually kind of interesting. I want to see what he does here. He's going to pass turn. I am not mad about that at all, actually. I'm not mad. So we'll do 5. Try and burn some resources from his hand. He takes. I'll go 7. Hopefully he takes, because this will put us within lethal range. Yeah, he has a pretty terrifying board, but at the same time. Okay, so and he counters with a Borsalino. That actually makes me feel pretty good. It also makes me think that he has one in hand already, but I am just going to put down the 10 drop. I can't, can't delete anything because these are at 1 cost. This is at 0, but can't be KO'd by card effects. So I'm feeling all right about this. I'm feeling all right. He's going to go 7 here. I will counter out. I'm just going to try and force him to use as many swings as possible. It kind of saves me on life, so I'm okay with it. Should I counter out one more time? Yeah. Yeah. Let's force all 3. Let's force all 3 to swing. And you know what? Part of me, now that he has 10, he's saving 10. Part of me wants to counter out of this. You know what? Normally speaking, I wouldn't recommend this, but I am going to counter out of it. Just because if he puts down 10 drop, then I still have this up. He has no defense. And I will 100% be able to probably win the game. Just win the game outright. This either forces him to play Borsalino. I mean, if he plays 10 drop Kuzan, I'm almost positive it's just game. Right there. So, let's see. I think I put him in a bit of a pickle here. If he puts, you know, like 2 Dawn under Smoker, or 4 Dawn or something like that, I'll let the 5 drop die. I'm really forcing his play here. Oh, he's gonna go, yo, pop up Luffy here. This is actually a really interesting moment. So, after rewatching this video, I actually think I made a misplay here. Not huge, but a bit of a misplay. I actually could have used Impact Wave, Suru, and Kobe to counter to 14k, if I'm not mistaken. So, Impact Wave would bring me up to 11, Suru would bring me up to 13, and then Kobe would take me to 14, and I could protect 5-drop Smoker. Then next turn, I guarantee that I get a 2-card life swing out of him by swinging with Smoker, and then put the rest on 10-drop Kuzan. Game. And it was, I mean, just interesting moments. This is why I love this game, is I always go back and I rewatch my own matches, and I will know that there are moments where I could have done something differently. In this instance, I chose to go for something a little safer, but I still think that it was a really interesting moment to look back on. Back to it. Heavy on it. Yep. Okay. Wow. Very, very heavy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Not bad. So I am gonna put, it's a bit of a shame we haven't drawn a Borsalino yet ourselves, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna save Meteor Volcano for getting rid of one of the Sakazukis. I'm gonna see if potentially he will let the 7-drop Smoker die here for 7. Because my play is with 9 Dawn, I want to put down 5-drop Smoker, use Meteor Volcano, and save the Impact Wave. So, I wonder if he'll let this die. He has 2 active, which I'm assuming is going to be, you know, Impact Wave, and he does. I am ecstatic. I'm very, very happy about that. So let's go with 10 at Sakazuki. I don't need to go for life here. We're going to Meteor Volcano. I'm going to play down 5-drop, and we're going to save 2 for the Impact Wave. Now, even if he goes 15, I can still counter out and save the Kuzan if he was trying to destroy the Kuzan. He'd have to go full send. We just Impact Wave and Tashigi, or maybe Suru. And, yeah, we are in a commanding position. I'm not entirely sure why he let the 7-drop Smoker go. I for sure thought I was just going to get some counters out of that. What in the world is happening? Do I save the Impact Wave and just do 2k counters? Or do I use the Impact Wave? This is really interesting. I think that I'm just going to go with Impact Wave here. Save the 2k counters. Just because they might be more useful. Yeah, that's got to be a feels bad for him at the moment, but not too shabby. It's looking like we're probably going to take the win here. Unfortunately, we don't have anything on board for us to get a double attack out of Smoker, but that's okay. Yep, And I'll just do GG. GG. I'll do 9 at life. 4 out of my 6 cards in hand are 10 cost Kuzan. Oof. Yeah, you can't do much about that. You cannot do much about that. That is tough. Yeah. That's a pretty rough position to be in. But we'll go 11 at life here. And yeah, he might have Impact Wave, but he'd have to burn 3 cards. We know that 4 of them are 10-drop Kuzans. And yeah, we'll go 12 at life. GG. But I hope that that maybe showcased just a little bit of my idea behind this deck with the mirror matchup, as well as what the idea is for dealing with Zoro. I'll have more videos coming out in the future of some of the sim gameplay that will be really like based around this deck profile that I just showcased. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.